win or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game. Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up.
Yes.
He made it.
Yes. Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my stat. First title in program history.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer.
Wow.
It's good.
Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
McFarland High School, the McFarland Spartans, third-ranked in Division II girls basketball in the state of Wisconsin. The Verona Wildcats, fourth-ranked in Division I in the state of Wisconsin. And Dennis Semrau, the reason we're here tonight, number one, it's going to be a great game. Number two, there are two sensational future Iowa Hawkeyes that we're ready to see here in person going head-to-head.
Taylor Strumwell for Verona, and you look at Tegan Mullaney for McFarland. Two of the leading candidates, I believe, in the state for Miss Basketball this year. Both, unfortunately, even the state of Wisconsin Badger fans. Sorry, Lisa Bluter's done a great job recruiting. She's going to be in the house tonight, checking out her two recruits. They played together, and they played against each other. This will be the last time they will play against each other in high school because Verona will be in Division I in postseason, McFarland in Division II.
What an outstanding non-conference game tonight. Dennis, both of these players, Tegan Mullaney and Taylor Strimlow, Conference Players of the Year as juniors last year. So they are ready to go head-to-head. New conference for McFarland this year. It's going to be fun to see these two go head-to-head in action here tonight.
Yeah, and you got to keep an eye on Reagan Briggs, right, for Verona. She was the Defensive Player of the Year last year in the Big 8 Conference. She can guard any position, post to point guard. She will spend some time on Tegan tonight. But you want to keep Tegan and you want to keep Taylor out of foul trouble. This is going to be an up-and-down game. Both teams love to push it. All you need to know is Verona averages 40 points a game transition. They're up and down, and McFarland, they want a fast pace too. And they want a full-court press. They want Verona to have to work every time. And both these teams, the starters are going to play like 30-some minutes. So it's going to be, wow. Who's the fittest tonight I think is going to survive this one?
This game feels like a playoff game. Great crowd here on a Saturday night at McFarland High School. Fourth-ranked Verona, third-ranked McFarland, with two of the top recruits in the state going head-to-head. And it always is, like you said, Dennis, when you have a matchup like this where there are two such prominent players leading the way on both sides, it's the other players that end up being the significant factors. We'll see who that is and who steps their game up as we get into it tonight. We'll step aside, come back with our Canopy Wealth Management game plan. Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, and all of our friends here at McFarland High School. Verona, McFarland. Pregame coverage continues next on ESPN Madison.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we commit to full transparency in everything we do. Because we're a fiduciary, we strive for the highest industry standards and honor our ethical duty to put your best interests first. Our balanced approach helps guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape creating a personalized wealth management experience. Care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your now. That's GRBacademy.com.
Is that a problem?
GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business, providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Broadhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, and
your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Counting down to the opening tip of Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, the 4th-ranked Verona Wildcats, the 3rd-ranked McFarland Spartans on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda's provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles, and the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new or used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. When we come back, the Dean Dennis Semrau will give us our Canopy Wealth Management game plan, and we will get this top 4 party started. Iowa Hawkeyes fans, you're going to want to pay attention tonight. 4th-ranked Verona, 3rd-ranked McFarland, each team led by a future Hawkeye. The opening tip is next on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
UW Credit Union presents the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, this is Dennis Semrau from Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania here on 100.5 ESPN. We're very excited to partner with UW Credit Union to help bring you even closer to the stories of great young student athletes. Each week, as part of this season of PrepMania, will feature the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. UW Credit Union is proud to support local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. And just like the fantastic student athletes we'll be telling you about all season, UW Credit Union's online banking also goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. UW Credit Union is here for you, presenting the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Big trailers and big opportunity. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business providing a professional yet casual work environment in Stoughton, Evansville, and Broadhead. If you're looking for your hard work to be rewarded with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities, Stoughton Trailers is the spot for you. Positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here. For the best Southwestern food in the Madison area, it's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at PasqualesCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. 4th-ranked Verona, 3rd-ranked McFarland girls basketball to tip off our PrepMania basketball season. Canopy Wealth Management has a balanced approach to help guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape throughout your family's financial planning journey. They'll serve as a partner, advocate, and steward to help achieve your goals with confidence. At Canopy Wealth Management, they believe that values matter and strengthen the community. When you work with Canopy, care, competence, and clarity isn't a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. As the lights are dim, the big lights are on, the spotlight is on as the McFarland Spartans are welcomed in front of a near sellout crowd here in their home gym. Dennis Semrau, if you need a flashlight, I can help you. And now let's get to our Canopy Wealth Management game plan.
Starting with the visiting Wildcats, Verona win the rebounding battle. Let's keep Tegan Mullaney off the board. She's almost averaging 10 a game. Get back in transition on defense to get matched up and be patient on offense. Hunt for that good shot.
And how about the Verona Wildcats, 4th ranked in Division 1 in the state? WisSports.net coaches poll. What's their Canopy Wealth Management game plan?
Verona loves the transition game. Well, so does McFarland. Number 1 is pace. Make sure we're getting up and down the court. 2, limit turnovers. And 3, get the ball moving as far as ball reversals, looking for assists. The more assists, the better.
A lot of similarities for these teams from what they brought to the table last year, but a few consistent differences on both teams. For Verona, it's a new head coach, Lexi Richardson, 7-0 to begin her tenure as the head coach of the Wildcats this season. And for McFarland, they're in a brand new conference. They are in the Badger Small Conference after playing in the Rock Valley last year and for several years, where Tegan Mullaney was named Conference Player of the Year.
2008, Verona went into the Big 8, and McFarland went into the Rock. That was the last time the 2007-8 season these teams would have met during the regular season. However, they played a lot during summer ball. Good teams play good teams in the summer, and these are 2 of the best.
Both teams unbeaten. Verona 7-0, McFarland 5-0. 2 future Hawkeyes on display as we are underway on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Partner, glad to be back with you for another high school basketball season. Quick 3-point shot, no good, and on a bounce, Tegan Mullaney, number 55 in the home white uniforms of the McFarland Spartans, is there on the spot. Mullaney, so good in so many ways. A 3-point shot banked in on a Saturday night to kick things off. Ava Dean knocks it home, and McFarland has a 3-0 lead.
We didn't talk about Ava, a 3-sport athlete, former UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, a mainstay on the volleyball team that was state runner-up, along with Tegan Mullaney.
Verona working left side. Stremlow wears number 1 in the road black uniform. She has it at the top of the key. Great feed down along the baseline. Verona patient, looking for a clean look against the stingy McFarland defense. And a whistle goes against the Spartans.
And a reach and foul there by, it looks like, number 11.
That is who they got, Elise Freeman, with the first foul of the game. Tegan Mullaney, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists is what she averages on the season. Taylor Stremlow, 21 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds. 2 outstanding future Iowa Hawkeyes. Ball loose, Verona's got it, and another whistle goes against McFarland. Just like that, 1 minute and 3 seconds into the game, Dennis. That's 2 team fouls on the Spartans at home.
Yeah, both these teams have played a lot of players because of some blowouts, but they're basically both 7-player teams, so you want to get your starters in foul trouble too early.
That was Mullaney who picked up her first, so boy, that'd be kind of a bummer if we end up seeing either of the players we really wanted to see go head-to-head tonight in foul trouble. We hope that won't be the case. And a little out of control, Verona lost it over to McFarland. Spartans had a very successful 2022-2023 campaign, went all the way to the Division II state semifinals in Green Bay, where they lost to Green Bay Notre Dame. Notre Dame went on to win the Division II state championship game last year over Pewaukee. Verona lost in the sectional semifinals last year to Arrowhead. They've got their eyes set on Green Bay and the Resch Center and a potential state championship run this season as well. Wildcats get it back, still yet to get on the scoreboard, a minute and a half in. How about a feed
Beautiful.
for Stremlow, down low, and she puts it in. First points of the night for the Verona Wildcats go to the future Iowa Hawkeye, Taylor Stremlow.
Nice pass inside by Reagan Briggs for the open look.
Stremlow, the reigning Big 8 player of the year. I don't see that changing this year. Mullaney for three. That is where she is so good, Dennis, because she's tall, she's got that presence down low in the paint, and she can also extend the floor and hit from beyond the arc. We saw it last year in the playoff run, and we see it again to start this game tonight. 6'2", McFarland now out front. Mullaney left side. Trying to shake the defender one-on-one. Instead hands it off for Dean. Back to Mullaney on the baseline. And a whistle.
Briggs, Defensive Player of the Year in the Big 8 last year, is on Mullaney tonight. And did she pick up her first foul? Nope.
They're going to get Maya Ellis called for the personal there. First team foul on Verona with 15:36 to go in the first half, 6-2. McFarland on top with the basketball. Mullaney down low on the inbound. Oh, no, correction. That wasn't Mullaney down there. Couldn't see the player momentarily, but Mullaney helps Ava Dean up as she's fouled and goes to the free throw line. Ava Dean, 60% free throw shooter on the season. Second leading scorer a year ago for the McFarland Spartans. Misses the first.
And that was Briggs' first foul, so both Briggs and Mullaney picking up fouls here in the first couple of minutes.
And Dean missed them both as it rims out. Verona basketball. Here comes Stremlow. Couple of hands at the top of the key. You know they're going to want to feed Stremlow as much as possible tonight when she's got a look. Here she comes, fouled. Shot is no good, so she'll get 2 free throws. Taylor Stremlow. AP All-State second team last season. And Dennis, I can only assume her accolades will continue to go up and up as this season continues as well.
Yeah, it's fun to watch Taylor and Briggs. Number 1 and number 11 is like a blur out in the court.
Stremlow's second is no good. Rebound to Mullaney. Quick feed up for. And here comes on the right-hand side Freeman. Back for Dean downhill. No, with some contact, no whistle. And the Wildcats come the other way. Ella Gorzalski. Couple of handoffs, I should say, and it ends up back with Stremlow. Stremlow driving. No, gets her own rebound. Quick feed, second chance, no. Couple of good looks there for Verona. Couldn't capitalize. Mullaney, deep three, way off the mark. 14:45 to go, first half. McFarland up by 3, lower scoring than we maybe expected out of the gates. Another second chance effort, no good for Verona. Gorzalski had a good look there. I think she may have expected contact and overshot it a little bit. Now Mullaney draws the foul and will get 2 free throws.
Both teams are not shy of taking the ball inside, drawing some early fouls. Well, a lot of time at the free throw line here early.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania brought to you in part by UW Credit Union. For over 90 years, UW Credit Union's helped Wisconsinites achieve their financial goals at every stage of life, offering great rates for greater possibilities. Join today at uwcu.org. UW Credit Union, proud to support all the area's student athletes. Make sure to listen every week to hear the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. We'll hear from Taylor Stremlow at halftime of our broadcast tonight. Of course, we're talking plenty about her throughout the course of the broadcast. The star player for the Verona Wildcats. She is this week's featured UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. Mullaney hit both at the line, and now McFarland gets a rebound. Ava Dean. Back to Mullaney. Mullaney gets the ball almost instantly on every possession, it seems. We saw that last year in the playoff run, and here we see it again. And now another whistle after the shot was no good. And this time it goes over to Verona. They get Dean for the foul. That's her first. 7 fouls between the two teams just over 4 minutes in here, Dennis.
Yep, hard to believe already.
You knew that this would be a playoff-type atmosphere. Usually in the playoffs, they let a little more slide. Stolen away, and an arm extended on the sideline. That was a great defensive play by Elise Freeman. And then a foul is called on Verona. And Stremlo is called for the foul. So Freeman stole it away from Stremlo and drew contact. That's an outstanding play by Elise Freeman defensively.
The best defensive player on this McFarland team. She's going to spend a lot of time on Taylor tonight.
And now Mulaney's shot is deflected by Reagan Briggs, and Verona gets it the other way. So both of the stars, victims of good defensive plays. Briggs finishes it off with a 3. Excellent shot, excellent performance on both ends of the floor for Reagan Briggs. 8-6, McFarland. Mulaney responds. 5 minutes in, this place is electric.
Mulaney with 7 points already for McFarland.
Stremlo forces one up, no, and a strong rebound right in front of us. Ava Dean, as you see it on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Mulaney lost it off the foot. Verona gets it. Stremlo. Right side, Briggs. Briggs guarded by Mulaney. A lot of movement away from the ball, trying to free up Stremlo. They couldn't do it. Now, downhill, up off the glass, too strong, no good. Rebound, no. Third chance. This time it goes for Stremlo, and a chance for a three-point play at the line. The stars are out in McFarland. Taylor Stremlo, chance to cut it to a 1-point game.
You see why Verona's Taylor Stremlo is averaging almost a triple-double a game, 21 points, 8 rebounds, and almost 10 assists. Just fierce on the offensive boards there. Falling down, got it off the glass and in, and now the and one.
Stremlo hits it, 10-9. 1-point game in favor of McFarland. Oh, a nice little behind-the-back pass from Bryn Kirch for Mulaney. Now let's see what Mulaney can create over here on the left-hand side. Gets it back. Oh, it'll give and go. Basketball 101. Tegan Mulaney, more points. And our first timeout. Verona wants to talk things over. First-year head coach Lexi Richardson discussing with her team. 12-9 with 12:03 to go in the first half. Dennis Semrau, how about this pace? How about this intensity to begin this Saturday night contest at McFarland High School?
The way it should be. Two of the premier teams in the state, both going to be ranked. Both have a shot to go to I would say the Kohl Center, but it's the Rush Center. McFarland, think about it. McFarland's volleyball team, perennial at the Rush Center. They were just there last month, finishing runner-up at the state volleyball tournament. They were at state in basketball last year, and they got plans to go back, and you only get better by playing teams like Verona. And Verona, it's been a while since they've been to the state tournament, but they got a pretty good shot, I think, here too this year.
Verona's defense entering play tonight. I saw this number earlier, Dennis, and my mind was blown. In 7 games, they are allowing 23 points a game. 23 points defensively. Outstanding start to the season for the Verona Wildcats on defense. Of course, this is probably their toughest contest they may see all year, but for sure thus far. Speaking of defense, McFarland with a takeaway. Nope, Verona gets it back. Briggs, nice play to corral the loose ball. 11:40 to go in the first half. This'll tie it. Reagan Briggs, second made 3 of the first half. Knotted at 12. Kirch double teamed, able to get rid of it. Now a steal by the Wildcats and a chance for a lead. Out front, contact, and 2 free throws upcoming. To the line goes number 22, Allie Jersa, the sophomore. And Jersa with a chance to give the Wildcats an advantage with 11:19 to go in the first half. Dennis, I always give you the magic number when we do high school basketball broadcasts. This season should be no different. The magic number, a formula taught to me by longtime Bradley Braves play-by-play announcer Dave Snell. Couple of intangibles, points for, points against. I can't reveal the official formula. I can just tell you tonight, the first team to 50 has a 98% chance to go on and win. First team to 50. The magic number for our PrepMania broadcast has not missed since the state championship game, boys basketball Division III in 2017. Going on 7 years since that magic number has missed. Jersa was 1 of 2 at the line to give Verona the lead, and now McFarland has a chance to get a couple back. 11:05 to go in the first half. Oh, correction, non-shooting foul, so Mulaney will do the inbounding beneath their own basket. How about a long three? Open look, no good for Testelin. Offensive board, Dean, no. Collected by Stremlo. 2024 Iowa Hawkeyes incoming. Taylor Stremlo and Tegan Mulaney. The only time they will meet this year. And how about that step back shot? Taylor Stremlo having an outstanding first half. Mulaney trying to lead McFarland in a response. This is Verona's largest lead at 15-12, and now another steal for the Wildcat defense. This is why they're only allowing 23 a game. They're making McFarland have a tough night. McFarland's one of the best offensive teams in the state. Three ball is good for Maya Ellis, the senior.
Her first points of the night.
Look at Verona opening up a 6-point lead. Out of that timeout by Lexi Richardson, they have been on fire, and now McFarland travels. Back to the Wildcats with 10:05 to go in the first half. We approach the midway point of the first half. Dennis, what's going on here? How come McFarland's lost all the momentum?
Because of the defense of Verona. They're playing just outstanding pressure, man-to-man defense. Not making too many switches here. They're staying with their players.
Three ball from the left wing,
nice
no
pass.
Good for Stremlo, but a second chance for Briggs with the right hand.
Great bounce pass there by 20, Ellis.
20 points, what Verona has on the scoreboard right now, up by 8. McFarland really taking a punch here. There's a response for Testelin, Haley Testelin. The senior forward knocks it down to cut the lead down to 5 for Verona. 9:24 to go in the first half. 5-point lead. Response, 3, good for Reagan Briggs.
Her third triple of the night.
She said, don't just pay attention to the Hawkeyes. I'm playing next year at St. Cloud State. Speaking of the Hawkeyes, though, there's Tegan Mulaney again. What a game, 22-18, midway through the first half on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Dennis, I don't know if we've ever opened up a season with a game this good.
No.
And a loose ball foul going for the rebound. That's against Verona. And is that Stremlo that they're going to call for it? We'll see here. I was expecting an announcement. We never got one, so.
Nothing on the board.
Yeah, interesting. Wonder if the ball hit the top of the backboard.
Call a foul on that
Maybe
one.
that would have been the case. Mulaney nearly lost control of it, able to tap it over to Testelin in the corner, and McFarland maintains possession, trying to feed Mulaney down on the right block, and a whistle. 8:39 to go in the first half.
It's good help defense. Briggs got there just a tad late and committed the foul. Trying to deny inside. Pretty good pack line defense in there.
If you're wondering about how close of games these two teams have played so far this year, despite being higher ranked in their division's poll, McFarland did play a 3-point game to start the year on the road against Edgewood, a really quality opponent right away out of the gates on Friday, November 17th. Wins against Edgewood, Milton, and Baraboo with 3 of the first 5 on the road for McFarland. This is just their 3rd home game of the season. Verona's closest game so far this season, a 19-point win against Sun Prairie West. That's the closest game they have played so far this year, a 19-point victory. Verona has been dominating all of their opponents.
Yeah, McFarland, a new league, they're looking forward to playing a lot of different Badger teams they haven't played before. Verona needs a game like this because the bottom half of the Big Eight is just not very good, and they're not going to get that tested. Good thing is your star players aren't going to be burnt out by the end of the year, and you're going to get a lot of playing time for the reserves.
8 minutes to go, first half. McFarland with the basketball in the home white uniforms here at McFarland High School. Mulaney picks up the loose ball and just hits a casual three to make it a 1-point game. That's ridiculous. Iowa's got a good one in Tegan Mulaney. Now a runner no good for Jensen. Mulaney with a chance to get the lead back. Driving with the left hand, contact, and she'll shoot 2 free throws. No, correct. Are they going to get an offensive foul called there? They are.
Yeah, offensive foul.
Tegan Mulaney called for the offensive foul. .7:35 to go in the first half in a 1-point game. Number 4 Verona, number 3 McFarland to open the season on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. We welcome all of you watching on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel tonight. Saturday Night Hoops with Nelly and the Dean. And primetime Wollersheim running the video stream for us tonight on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Stars are out, and they're not kidding. 3-point shot is good for Elise Freeman. First points of the night for Freeman, and McFarland back on top, 24-22. That'll get this student section energized. Response 3, Stremlo rattles out. But a loose ball is picked up by Gorzalski. Feeds it out top, wide open 3, too strong, no good. Tap back again, Jersa picks up her dribble, needs somewhere to go with it, looking for Stremlo and finds her. Stremlo all the way to the left side. Now another 3, no good. Stremlo offensive board, put back, was partially deflected, gets it again, and draws contact. And a little frustration from Stremlo, hoping to get the basket to fall, but she will shoot 2 free throws with a chance to tie the game at 6:25 to go in the first half.
3 offensive rebounds in that sequence, just tenacious. And that was one of the things that, one of the keys too, that McFarland had to worry about the rebounding for Verona. They really take their rebounding seriously in the Wildcat country.
Stremlo doesn't miss free throws very often, in addition to everything else she does really well. 83% free throw shooter this season. The reigning Big 8 Player of the Year, future Iowa Hawkeye 2024 class, Taylor Stremlo. She'll be teammates with Tegan Mulaney of McFarland next year in Iowa City. But until then, they are opponents tonight. And as we mentioned, this is the only time, Dennis, that these two opponents will face each other this season. McFarland is Division II when it comes to playoff time. Verona is Division I. There's really no gerrymandering or anything that could happen in the enrollment sizes that would change to impact that so that they could play each other at the Resch Center for the state tournament. Even in a sectional, that wouldn't be the case.
Get them both there. That might be fun.
Pack in the Resch Center with Madisonians.
Oh, if they would play back-to-back. The 2-1 championship games are Saturday night.
It'd be great to see if it ends up being the case. There's a steal for Stremlo, and she's fouled going to the basket. 2 free throws again, Taylor Stremlo. After tying the game, she can now give Verona the lead with 6:10 to go in the first half.
Both Stremlo and Briggs already in double figures, and same thing for Mulaney from McFarland. The scores have come out tonight.
Stremlo's first free throw gives Verona the lead. And the second extends it. 2-point game. Wildcats on top. Here comes Mulaney. Again, the playmaker. She begins with the ball nearly every possession to make something happen for the McFarland offense. A lot of time that's Mulaney getting a basket herself. This time it's stolen away. Riley Bickelhoff had it taken away from behind, the junior in the home whites for McFarland. Verona up by 2 at the basketball. Oh, great feed down low, and the put in for Gorzalski. First points of the night for senior Ella Gorzalski. Verona back up by 4. Dean feeds right corner. Pump fake. Charlie Leader. Now pass to the left wing. Shot no good. Mulaney kind of sat that one out at the top of the key. Nearly stolen away by Mulaney. She was just waiting for a chance to try and get a good defensive play maybe. Charging the batteries, but couldn't control it as it went out of bounds. 5:16 to go in the first half. 4-point lead for the Wildcats. On the road, non-conference, star-studded showdown. Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania.
Briggs has gotten a break, but Stremlow and Mulaney haven't left the floor yet tonight.
3-point shot, no good, and Mulaney rebounds. Stremlow tried to draw a little contact there after the shot was in the air. Couldn't sell it. Mulaney works her way out of a double team in the corner, and a foul against Verona as Mulaney drove left to right in the paint. Clock stops with 4:42 to go in the first half of a 4-point game.
Yeah, Mulaney, one of the best passers on the McFarland squad, averaging almost 6 assists a game. See right there, she penetrated and had somebody on the baseline, but got fouled before she got rid of it.
Bonus situation for Tegan Mulaney and the McFarland Spartans. 8 team fouls on McFarland, 7 now on Verona as Mulaney hits the first. Stoughton Health provides trusted care close to home. They're proud to support all of the area's student athletes and wish them all the best this season. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more. Mulaney good on both at the line, 28-26 as we approach 4.5 minutes to go. And this time, Allison Bosley puts in 2 points for the Verona Wildcats to get the lead back up. Mulaney draws contact, goes off the glass, good, and a chance for a 3-point play at the line. Gorzalski is called for her second personal. Another outstanding play by Tegan Mulaney. Dennis, I can't even keep up with the math here as we're going. I'm going to need you to let me know how many points everybody's got. So many for Stremlow and Mulaney as advertised. Mulaney converts the 3-point play. 1-point game, and what a first half on display here. McFarland High School. Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Stremlow pull up, no good. Mulaney rebound, and Stremlow picks up the foul. Hawkeye on Hawkeye crime there.
4 players now with 2 fouls each for Verona here. Stremlow just picked up her second.
Do want to make sure we mention Reagan Briggs, I did for Verona, will be playing college basketball at St. Cloud State next year. And Haley Testelin at Cornell College, Division III school in Iowa also. So maybe she'll be able to go up the road and see her former teammate Tegan Mulaney a few times throughout her college tenure. Free throw, no good. Verona has it.
Briggs back in the lineup here.
Yeah, Briggs back in, had it for a moment. Now swing it left for Jensen. Emily Jensen, kick out. Jersa for 3, no good. She's been cold from that spot. And a rebound, McFarland. 3:45 to go in the first half. Mulaney, one-on-one, guarded by Gorzalski. Ran into some trouble with a triple team. You called it, Dennis. And Mulaney did run into trouble and couldn't get rid of it in time. It goes back to Verona with 3:38 to play in the half.
Mulaney with 20 of the 29 points for McFarland here in the first half.
3.5 minutes to go. Left side, Briggs deflected, loose ball tapped around, ends up with Haley Testelin of McFarland, who quickly feeds Mulaney. Mulaney was bumped, falls to the floor, now a loose ball. And a held ball will keep it with McFarland with the arrow. Mulaney almost, or correction, Verona's gonna get it. There's a little confusion here. Yeah, McFarland basketball. I don't know why everybody's running to the other end of the floor. I was a little worried for a second, Dennis. It looked like Mulaney was a little slow to get up, but she's doing fine. Just a little frustrated, if nothing else. This is no doubt the toughest contest I think that both of these teams will see in the regular season. Matching levels of intensity on this Saturday night. Bounce pass intercepted by Verona. Oh, that's a great play by Gorzalski. Taken away by the Wildcats in transition. McFarland defense gets back, though, to cause a little disruption. And this is a chance for a breather for Stremlo, who takes a seat on the bench. Steal, Dean, no. Foul from behind. McFarland will shoot free throws with 2:46 to go in the half. To the free throw line goes Alana Wagner, senior forward, calling her name for the first time tonight. Gorzalski just picked up her third personal foul.
And quickly coming out here. And it's a double bonus.
Yep. So, and good you mentioned it just in time, Dennis, because Wagner missed the front end. She will get a second and a chance to tie the game.
And makes the second one.
Knotted at 30. Jersa across midcourt, bounce pass to the corner. Oh, and a quick feed down low. Trying to draw the contact was Dean. Didn't get it, but the shot didn't go either. So instead, Briggs connects on her fourth made three of the first half. Reagan Briggs, sharp shooter beyond the arc. Verona back up by 3. Dean turnaround no good. Into the hands of Briggs with Stremlo sitting on the sideline right now. This is the Reagan Briggs show.
Oh, we got an offensive foul.
Yeah, a little movement, a little contact. And with 2:10 to go in the half, back to McFarland, trailing by 3.
Now that's Briggs' third foul. That one we got to keep an eye on.
Yeah, Briggs with 3. Gorzalski with 3, Stremlo with 2.
And Ellis with 2 as well.
Double bonus situation for the remaining 2 minutes for the McFarland Spartans. Mulaney, pull up 3, off the mark. Tap back, oh, and the Spartans get it. That's a great play to keep possession. Another chance to tie it, no good. Would have been a good shot for Wagner. She was wide open off the deflection, but couldn't get it to fall. Now Verona, chance to extend. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive board into the hands of Bosley. Swing it left. 3-point shot, missed everything, and McFarland gets it. Minute 20 to go until the half. Mulaney, right side, just had it stripped. She was looking where to go, and Ellis poked it away. Maya Ellis, opportunistic. Stremlo back in, step back.
Oh, yes.
Over Mulaney. What a show both of the Iowa commits are putting on here in McFarland. And now Ava Dean traveled as she tried to pass it. Just a couple of bad turnovers, back-to-back trips down the floor for the McFarland Spartans.
Yeah, open up a 5-point lead here. Want to keep this thing in single digits. Now you got Briggs on the bench with her third foul, but Stremlo's in charge out here.
Let's see how long Verona tries to hold it with no shot clock in Wisconsin high school basketball. 40 seconds to go until the half. They started this possession with 56 seconds to go until the break, and I wonder if they're going to try and hold for the final shot.
4 out, 1 in. Just keep moving.
30 seconds. Stremlo directing traffic.
With Mulaney on her. That's great. Wanted to see this all week.
Iowa versus Iowa. Hawkeye program's going to be just fine when Caitlin Clark's done. And with 12 seconds to go until the half, a foul is called on McFarland. So after all that, Verona gets a 1-and-1 opportunity with Stremlo at the line. I would argue, Dennis, that's the third bad mistake for McFarland in the last 2 minutes of this half.
And that's Kirch's third foul now for McFarland.
Bryn Kirch with 3 personals. 9 team fouls on McFarland. It's a 1-and-1. Stremlo missed, and that doesn't happen too often. 83% free throw shooter. 10 seconds to go until the break. Mullaney, 4 seconds. Tegan Mullaney lost control as the buzzer sounds. 5-point lead for the 4th-ranked Verona Wildcats on the road in this star-studded girls basketball showdown on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Dennis, first half in the books, as electric as advertised.
Yes, big players make big plays in big games. Well, that typifies right there for Ava Dean and for Tegan Mullaney, for McFarland, and also for Stremlo and Briggs. But as we said, the role players have all come to play. Everybody's making some contributions. Just an outstanding girls basketball game. And we're only barely into December here.
We'll step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll hear from Taylor Stremlo of Verona Area High School, this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. 35-30 at the half. Verona leads McFarland on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Brian here from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, we commit to full transparency in everything we do. Because we're a fiduciary, we strive for the highest industry standards and honor our ethical duty to put your best interests first. Our balanced approach helps guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape, creating a personalized wealth management experience. Care, competence, and clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Working at a company that truly cares and invests in their employees should never be taken for granted. Work, learn, and earn at the Weld School at Stoughton Trailers. The program includes 1 week of paid training starting at $18 per hour and features small class sizes designed for individual attention. No prior experience is needed because teaching their employees is all part of the Stoughton Trailers way. Graduate into a full-time position in Stoughton or Evansville. Apply today at stojobs.com. That's stojobs.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. At the half, girls basketball star-studded Saturday night showcase, 35-30. Verona leads McFarland. Speaking of the Verona Wildcats, leading the way is Taylor Stremlo, and she is this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you, proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. Pop in or hop online at uwcu.org to join UW Credit Union. Proud to support all the area's student athletes. Make sure to listen every week to hear the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, like Taylor Stremlo of Verona Area High School.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Taylor Stremlow, Verona Area High School, right?
Thank
we have
you.
to talk about the whole area. Well, first of all, congratulations. You'll be going out to Iowa to play basketball next year.
Thank you.
But we want to talk about right now, you're from a basketball family. Your dad played at Platteville for Bo, and your mom played at Butler, and you've got an older sister who's playing and younger siblings. What's it like to be a basketball family?
Like you said, everybody played, so it was constant competition growing up. I'd say I was born with a basketball in my hands, so from right away being a young kid, I got to play pretty much any sport I wanted to. My parents encouraged anything. They always just have worked to give me any opportunity that I wanted, let me try new things, always encouraged me to do what I want, let me be independent. They're hard workers, competitors, and just both really kind, genuine people.
Going to Iowa, saw the whole recruiting process. As much as the men's basketball team Wisconsin gets Minnesota, Iowa seems to get a lot of the best players from Wisconsin. You and Tegan Mulaney over at McFarland going to be teammates next year.
Yeah, I'm pumped up. I think it's pretty obvious they do a great job recruiting, and they're very genuine people, a well-established program. I mean, and there's so many awesome fans. The support there is evident. You see they sell out so many games, and on one of my visits, one of my unofficial visits, I met somebody like at a gas station, and they were like, "Oh, hey, aren't you committed?" I was like, "Yeah." So it's like,
they know who you are.
Yeah, they know you,
Yeah.
and I think that's awesome for women's basketball and for Iowa in general.
Now the next group, recruiting group, are you connect? How's that kind of going now that you've committed and you've officially signed?
We have like a little group chat, and then we've also met on our official visit. We got to hang out. They flew in. One of our girls is from Oregon, so pretty far, really far. So she got to fly in and got to meet her, all hang out. That was awesome just to hang out with everybody. And then obviously Tegan's a little closer, so I've gotten to see her at more games, and it's been fun just getting to know everybody and following everybody's season so far.
And everyone knows who Caitlin Clark is.
Yeah.
What kind of inspiration has she been?
Yeah, I mean, she's been amazing. Just, you see it every game, every time she's on TV, just the impact she has on fans, on women's basketball in general. It's a craze that everybody wants a picture, a jersey, just to see her live in person, do what she does best. And I think that's so good for the sport and for women getting the recognition that they deserve.
Your whole high school career has been in this new high school with this incredible weight room here. What do you remember most about Verona Area High School when you leave?
I would just say the people. You know, I've grown up here my whole life, got to watch Coach when she was in high school and you were spotlighting her. I just have so many vivid memories being a little girl coming to their games, and even being 8th grade, 7th grade, you know, at the age there you don't realize how big of a deal it is still to those girls, but just thinking it was such an awesome thing, and now getting to be in that position where I get to have that influence on people, especially young girls, is really awesome.
Great. We're ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Taylor Stromwell, Verona Area High School. Hope you have a great senior year, and congratulations.
Thanks so much, Dennis. Thanks.
Stremlow, Reagan Briggs, don't forget about the St. Cloud State recruit. She's got 14 to lead the Wildcats. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the second half from McFarland High School. 4th-ranked Verona with a 35-30 lead over the 3rd-ranked Spartans. You're listening and watching Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on ESPN Madison.
UW Credit Union presents the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, this is Dennis Semrau from Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania here on 100.5 ESPN. We're very excited to partner with UW Credit Union to help bring you even closer to the stories of great young student athletes. Each week, as part of this season of PrepMania, will feature the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. UW Credit Union is proud to support local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. And just like the fantastic student athletes we'll be telling you about all season, UW Credit Union's online banking also goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. UW Credit Union is here for you, presenting the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week. Learn more at uwcu.org.
everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here for the best Southwestern food in the Madison area. It's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at Pasquale'sCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on ESPN Madison's YouTube channel. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda's provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles, and the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Dennis Semrau, we love it when a plan comes together. I'm stealing your line. And we love when the stars who we want to see in action, future teammates at the University of Iowa, bring it in the first half of this contest tonight. 5-point game between number 4 and number 3 in the state, and 33 of the 65 total points scored between the two Hawkeyes.
Well, it's actually from Hannibal Smith from the A team, and we're getting the A game of our best players tonight.
Second half underway. Verona now working on the far end of the floor as we see it with you here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Verona with a 7-point lead, the largest for the Wildcats. McFarland had a 5-point lead.
And the first points of the second half belong to the Verona Wildcats. Maya Ellis now with 5 on the night, as Ellis, the senior, extends the lead for Verona to 37-30. McFarland didn't come out of the locker room until about 90 seconds left in the halftime break. That's not something you see very often for a high school basketball team. Stremlo with an incredible save, able to keep it in play as she fell out of bounds and now gets it back. Taylor Stremlo downhill, off the glass, no good. Mulaney rebounds. One Hawkeye misses, the other cleans it up. Here comes Kirch. Back up top, Ava Dean. 3-sport athlete Ava Dean. Dribbling into the paint, now kicks it back around. Mulaney has it up top. A lot of movement. Guessing that's one of the messages Coach Sarah Mulaney preached during the halftime break. Ava Dean, right side, to the bucket. Five-point lead. Verona, quick 3. Yes! Reagan Briggs. Playing with 3 fouls, but fearless. That is her 5th made 3 of the night. 15 of her 17 points to lead the Wildcats have come from beyond the arc. Verona up 8, 2 minutes into the second half.
She came in with 15, about 2 a game. 5 tonight, more than doubling her output of the year.
And Mulaney lost it out of bounds. Good defense applied. Gorzalski was in the mix over on the sideline right in front of the McFarland bench. Went off of Mulaney's hand out of bounds. And that Verona defense allowing 23 points a game in their first 7 games this season, holding McFarland here early on. Spartans got to figure out how to get Mulaney or somebody more involved in the action. It seems to me, Dennis, like here's a nice little layup, good on a quick give and go for Gorzalski. Suddenly Verona has its largest lead of the night at 10 points. It seems to me like Verona's saying, fine, let Tegan Mulaney do the things that she does. Don't let anybody else beat us. And that strategy seems to be working.
Right, and that was the philosophy for Alexi Richardson. She's going to get her points. Just don't let anybody else go off. And in this case, keep an eye on Ava Dean, who's only been held to 5 points so far.
Haley Testelin, no good. She only has 3. Averaging 6 points a game on the season. Quick feed, and it's good down low for Reagan Briggs. Changing it up with a little 2-point shot. 44-32, a 12-point lead for the Verona Wildcats with 15 minutes to go. And now more to cheer for Verona as they disrupt McFarland defensively. It stays with the Spartans, but anything to get the ball out of Mulaney's hands feels like a victory for the Wildcats. Mulaney inbounds to Ava Dean. Dean fake to give Mulaney. Cross-court pass, Testelin. Now Freeman trying to find Mulaney and a whistle away from the ball. Goes against Verona. At this point in the first half, 2 minutes and 15 seconds in, or 3 minutes and 15 seconds in, I should say, we had like 7 fouls between the two teams. That is just the first foul called here in the second half. Dean for Mulaney. Guarded in the paint tightly, but she works her way around it and lays it up. And good. 22 for Tegan Mulaney to lead all scorers in this game.
That last foul, by the way, was Ellis's third now. 3 players with 3 fouls for Verona.
A lot of foul trouble for the Wildcats, something that could come back to bite them as this game continues. Keep in mind that magic number is 50. First team to 50, 98% chance to go on and win. Based on the formula that hasn't missed since 2017, Dennis.
I thought it was a little low tonight, but that's all right.
They averaged 23 points allowed per game. What do you mean? Whistle.
That doesn't make a difference. This is not a team that's averaging 23 points offensively, so that's where that thing gets skewed a little bit.
McFarland does average 69 points a game offensively, one of the best scoring teams in the state in this young season. So, yeah, maybe both those. It's a little early. The magic number, if it's ever susceptible, it's going to be early in the season.
That's right.
We'll see how it plays out. I have confidence in Dave Snell's magic number from Bradley University. 3-point shot, no good. Mulaney rebound. Mulaney says, who cares about Bradley? I'm going to Iowa next year. Step back, no good. Mulaney gets it back, puts up a 3. Contested short, no good. And a rebound, Verona. Gorzalski, feed it right. Trying to extend the 10-point advantage. Back to Stremlo, number 1. The future teammate of Mulaney in Iowa. How about another 3 for Reagan Briggs? We thought this was going to be Stremlo and Mulaney leading the charge. Reagan Briggs says, I want top billing next time.
22 points, 6 threes.
Testelin misses. Here comes Verona. Contested. Gorzalski, no. Mulaney and Briggs, now the co-leading scorers in this game, both with 22. Trapped right in front of us. Kirch was trying to feed Mulaney on a give and go. The Verona defense was all over it. 47-34, 13-point lead for the Wildcats with 12:55 to go in the game. Not sure the McFarland fans here on the home floor expected this tonight. They're not used to losing many games with this squad over the last few years.
No, and this is a team, Verona's a team that's averaging almost 51 points a game in the paint. And they're just killing them from 3 tonight. Taylor does not have one yet, but you've got 6 for Reagan Briggs and 7 as a team overall.
Mulaney made a tough shot. Wow. She still does things that make you say, how did she do that? You'd think we'd seen her enough where we wouldn't be fooled like that.
Good players improve. She's improved her game tremendously. A lot better passer than she was her freshman and sophomore year, and a lot of confidence in her shot.
Reagan Briggs, handoff for Stremlo. Stremlo picks up the dribble, looking for some help. Stremlo's been kind of quiet here in the first half. She's yet to score. Approaching 6 minutes in, and now a foul goes against McFarland. Mulaney's second. So we mentioned the future Hawkeyes. Well, tomorrow at the Kohl Center, Iowa is playing Wisconsin in front of a sellout crowd. And Dennis, there are a couple of celebrities here in the house tonight from the Hawkeyes. No Caitlin Clark. We did want to mention that we did get word she is not here. As another shot goes down for Verona.
That was Jersa with her first field goal.
Mulaney responds with a 3. 10-point lead Verona, 11:45 to go. We'll have to get to the celebrities in a few minutes.
Somebody told her Briggs at 22. She said, I'm taking over.
Now running right side, Jersa downhill, no good. And a whistle inside. Is Mulaney going to pick up another foul? Yes, she is. Just like that, Tegan Mulaney now with 3 personal fouls. 11:31 to go in the game. Non-shooting foul, so no free throws for Verona. Off the screen, Briggs, heat check, no. Loose ball. Dean fighting for it, gets it to Mulaney in the front court. Mulaney, pull up, deep three. No. Wildcats have it.
Notice who's on the floor fighting for that last one. Taylor Stremlow. A little bit of her father's football influence. Dave Richardson, a Hall of Fame football coach, is the coach over here for Lexi Richardson. And we talked a lot about Taylor and the physicality of this team. It helps when you're head coach. He's got a lot of football ties.
Stremlow nearly lost it, gets it back, puts up a three, no good. Rebound McFarland. 10-point game. Mulaney out front. 3 Verona defenders back to stop her progress. That means somebody's got to be open. It's not Ava Dean, but she's able to collect it and avoid an over and back. Dean to the corner. Bryn Kirch. They're trying to look across the court against the Verona defense.
Really fighting in the paint. McFarland really trying to get the ball inside, but Verona is just really tough there.
Kirch, pull up, good for 3. First points of the night for the senior guard, Bryn Kirch. A big one for the Spartans to pull them within 7. 49-42, 10 minutes to play. Undefeated showdown on a Saturday night at McFarland High School. 7-0 Verona, 5-0 McFarland. Verona 4th ranked in Division 1. McFarland 3rd ranked in Division 2. Shot on the run, no good, and the Spartans have it.
Nice feed there from Stremlow into Briggs, just not able to convert.
Kirch for Mulaney. Mulaney again, step back, quick 3, no. She hasn't really gotten set a lot. I know she doesn't have to because she's that good.
Kind of rushing her shot right now.
Seemed like the last couple.
Yeah, we're chasing points right now. They're down 7. Got to be patient, a little bit more patient here.
Just 1 team foul on Verona here in this half as we approach the midway point for a team that was dealing with a lot of foul trouble. It's great self-awareness for the Wildcats out of the halftime break. And there's some great awareness for Allie Jersa going left hand to lay it up and extend Verona's lead to 9. Timeout with 9:03 to go in the game. 51-42. Verona leads McFarland on Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania brought to you in part by Pasquale's Cantina. Before or after the game, Pasquale's Cantina is the perfect spot for authentic Southwest flavors right here in the Madison area. Whether it's to fulfill your craving for red chile, their famous chips and fresh guacamole, or those blue corn tortilla tacos, Pasquale's is the place to enjoy time with friends and family. Visit one of their locations in Middleton or Verona, or check out the menu and their food online at PasqualesCantina.com. Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest, Pasquale's Cantina. Dennis, you and I enjoyed some Pasquale's.
That was awesome. Yeah,
just last week.
Closed our football season off with a nice roundup, and margarita's pretty good too.
Not too bad after the show as well. No doubt about that. Pasquale is also bringing us Free Food Friday in the ESPN Madison office yesterday, Dennis. You should have drove in yesterday. You could have got some more tacos yesterday from Pasquale's Cantina. Oh, they delivered too. Two for two in the last 2 weeks on Pasquale's.
You guys got to text me.
All right, so McFarland, what's the message here from Sarah Mulaney in the huddle after that timeout?
Again, one of their keys was they got to get the ball moving. Verona's not letting them reverse the ball. Their help defense is outstanding. They're making them basically shoot from the perimeter. And I think Teagan has rushed a couple of her shots there. They're looking for assists. Well, then you got to get the ball reversal and got to figure out a way to at least touch the post. Because right now, they're just becoming an outside shooting team, and you're not going to win games living behind the three-point line. Unless you're Reagan Briggs tonight.
Testelin found an open three-point shot for Elise Freeman. No good. Right on cue as you were assessing it, Dennis.
They haven't had much in as far as post touches. It's been Teagan trying to drive, but they haven't been able to get the ball inside.
Allie Jersa dribbling near the top of the key. Pass right side for Ellis. Stremlow. Now Ellis. Cross court all the way to the open corner. Oh, if Jersa would have been able to collect it quickly, she had an open look. Good defense by McFarland to get on her. Top of the key, Stremlow driving right side off the glass with the adjustment. Taylor Stremlow, first points of the second half with 8 minutes to go, extending Verona's lead to 11. So smooth, so good.
Really like Jersa, number 22, and Bosley, number 32. They're really getting education from Briggs and Stremlow.
Mulaney, frustration shot off the mark, and a rebound to Verona. Stremlow crosses midcourt, directing traffic with 7:40 to go. Now the pass left-hand side. Jersa deflected, out of bounds. It'll stay with Verona, but good defense by McFarland. Dennis, I would say that's the thing that seems to be missing for me from what we knew from the big playoff run McFarland made last year. Defensively, they were disruptors for all of their opponents up until they got to the Resch Center in the state tournament. Tonight, looks like Verona's been able to navigate that defense. They haven't been as pestering as I'm used to seeing them.
Yeah, higher level too. Verona's Division I team. You can see that, a couple more athletes right there. But again, you got to go down to the floor, and right there, that was Riley Bickelhop that had that dive there and almost came up with a loose ball.
Ball kicked out of bounds, so it stays with Verona with 7:19 to go in the game. Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Join us next week at Madison College for the 608 basketball tournament. Some of the best boys basketball teams in the state and beyond. Lakeville North going to be there with a Wisconsin recruit coming to town. Don't miss it. The 608 basketball tournament at Madison College next Friday and Saturday on ESPN Madison.
Lakeview North, the feeder system for the Wisconsin men's basketball team. Robson coming over there, be the third one from that program.
Tyler Wall, a Lakeville North guy.
And Winter, right?
Yeah, on the run, no good. Rebound, Mulaney. 53-42, 11-point lead for Verona with 6:40 to go in the game. McFarland needs to close the gap in a hurry. Ava Dean, double teamed on the left side. Bounce pass up top, three-point shot, no good. Bickelhop had a good look, just off the mark.
Yeah, no post touches at all. Everything's been perimeter here in the second half. Verona made some very nice adjustments there defensively, and that pack defense has just been incredible.
And it's easy for us to say that here over on the sidelines. Well, just quit shooting the threes. Try to find something down low.
But Verona's not giving them anything. So
easier said than done against this great Verona defense. Three-point shot for Briggs, no good. She has definitely cooled off, but is still leading the way.
Still look good.
For the Wildcats.
Looks like it was going in from our angle here.
And now Mulaney picks up her fourth personal. One more foul and Mulaney's out, and she'll take a seat on the bench. This is exactly what Verona would want at the 6-minute mark of the second half. Up 11, and Mulaney sits down with 4 fouls.
You think they're letting it play a little bit? We've played 12 minutes to 4 fouls. And unfortunately, two of them are against Teagan.
6 minutes to play. Taylor Stremlow.
Paul Ackley the AD stopping by to grab a candy bar here. Nice spread they
Apparently
put
we're
up for
doing
us.
trick or treat here. They gave us the candy. In fairness, I don't know if it's trick or treating if they give you the candy and then they come and take it, but you know, we thank everyone here at McFarland for the hospitality, making our first PrepMania basketball broadcast of the season. Another outstanding trip to McFarland High School. And this time the Spartans able to come away finally with a basketball without any points on the board for Verona.
I love Taylor. Another takedown there. It was Taylor Stremlow right there diving for that loose ball. You can tell she's not thinking, miss basketball, I'm going whatever. She's there getting down and dirty.
Third personal for Stremlow. 5.5 to play, 11-point lead for the Verona Wildcats. 4th ranked in the state Division I in the WisSports.net coaches poll.
There it is.
Oh, what a good look. And the layup is good for Freeman. She even had time to think about it for a second before putting it up off the glass.
Almost too much time.
53-44, 5:11 to play.
First look inside there in ages. But they found it, able to reverse the ball and get in for the nice layup off the glass.
Reagan Briggs has been the star along with Stremlow tonight for the Verona Wildcats. Stremlow, pass right side. Now you can see Verona taking its time. The clock is in their favor. Mulaney set to check back in at the next stoppage.
Oh.
And a hard foul by Bickelhop running into the Verona player along the sideline there, Jersa, the sophomore. Took a hard hit near the scorer's table. 4:44 to go in the game. Mulaney's back in with 4 fouls. Bickelhop takes a seat. 4 fouls on McFarland, just 2 on Verona here in the half. A lot of fouls to give for both teams. 9-point advantage. Stremlo all the way. 17 points for Taylor Stremlo. Verona up by 11 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Loose ball, fighting for it. Mulaney comes away with it. Mulaney step back, throws one over across the court to Testelin. I'm not sure if that was actually a shot by Mulaney.
No, that was a pass, cross-court pass. And that was, again, Stremlo right in front of us, diving, had the steal, but was not able to get it to a teammate. Mulaney, and I'm coming up with it.
Intercepted by Stremlo. Bounce pass ahead. Briggs lays it up good.
The Splash Sisters, yes. I've been playing with Briggs since 5th or 6th grade, Stremlo said. That's her Splash Sister. They click. We know the back cuts the shots, and that was right there, teamwork. She knew where Briggs was going to be.
57-44, and Verona in the driver's seat as we approach 3.5 minutes to go at McFarland High School.
24 for Briggs now and 17 for Stremlo.
We talked coming into the broadcast and, of course, all night long about how the Iowa Hawkeyes fans would want to tune in tonight and see what their future looks like. I tell you what, if you're a fan of St. Cloud State University, where Reagan Briggs is going to be playing next year, you might be leaving tonight's game better than anybody.
Wow.
Briggs is putting on a show in the biggest game of the season.
If the Big Eight comes up with co-players of the year, guess who they're going to be? Stremlo and Briggs. But Elena West over at Madison LaFollette might have something to say about that. She's a double-double every time she steps on the court.
Stremlo with 3:15 to go, 57-44. Wildcats in front. Oh, what a pass! And the finish! Largest lead of the night for Verona.
Ellis.
Maya Ellis puts it in to make it a 15-point game.
Great feed from Stremlo again.
Now Mulaney throws one right toward us.
And Taylor goes to get it. Thanks, Taylor.
Say hi to Caitlin Clark for us. 59-44 with 2:53 to go.
And the press.
And McFarland, I would have done this press a lot earlier in this game. I'm surprised they waited this long. Stremlo trying to work her way through it. 2:40 to go. Feeds it right side. Off balance. Everything's going for the Wildcats and for Reagan Briggs.
Again from Stremlo.
What a 1-2 combo. Good luck to everybody else in the state trying to shut down Verona this year. This team looks like it's on a mission to get to the Resch Center, forcing another pass out of bounds by McFarland and a timeout with 2:24 to play. 61-44, a 17-point lead for the Verona Wildcats on the road against McFarland. Dennis, wow.
Yeah, it's. I'm looking at the score from the first half, second half. It just incredible give and go. Be patient and hunt for the good shot. It's exactly what Verona's done down the stretch here. They've been able to get the ball inside. The big difference, points in the paint tonight. It's going to be almost at least 2-1. Verona to McFarland.
PrepMania brought to you by the GRB Academy. Baseball for the serious player. The GRB Academy wants to be part of your plan to reach your potential. Utilize the GRB Academy's 52,000 square foot facility, 14 batting cages, and 6,000 square foot weight room. Personal lessons available year round with over 300 college players, over 150 Division I players. The GRB Academy leads the way in the Midwest for college recruitment and player development. Visit grbacademy.com for more information. Verona just playing the clock game now.
Spread the floor, look for a layup. They've done that the last two possessions. Briggs getting assists from Stremlo.
Speaking of which, here's Stremlo handing it to Briggs. Briggs drives left side. Why not put a little more up? Reagan Briggs.
Scored the last 6 points for Verona.
Have a night. Minute 50 to go. Three-point shot, Mulaney, no good. Rebound, Verona. So for both of these teams, this doesn't count for the conference standings. but it will be a signature win for Verona when they get to the end of the season. They're talking about postseason positioning. For McFarland, you look at this, Dennis, as a solid test for what's to come over the remainder of this season. They got beat at the state tournament last year, and now here against the top 4 team in the state in Division I, they get it handed to them on their home floor here in the second half.
Another nice feed there to Ellis inside for a layup. Mark of a good team. Now, no forcing outside shots. Just take it inside, be patient.
Mulaney draws the contact, lays it up off the glass. Good, and a foul. You mentioned these players definitely wanting to play hard to the finish line with a lot of Iowa Hawkeyes watching, including their future head coach in attendance here at McFarland High School tonight.
Mulaney now with 30 points.
Free throw is good for a 30-burger.
Done all she can, but outscored her teammates 30-17. They got to get at least another 1 or 2 players in double figures. Normally that's Dean, but tonight Verona's done a good job taking her out.
And I think this game plan, when you see a superstar like Mulaney and great talent around her also, it works when you're a defensive team that's talented like Verona is. Let the star do her thing. Take everybody else away. And that worked tonight.
Offensive foul.
51 seconds to go in the game. It's a formality at this point. An 18-point lead for Verona.
Just call the foul on Briggs.
Feed it to Mulaney. She puts 2 more in now for 32. 32 of the 49 points for the McFarland tonight belongs to Tegan Mulaney. And now Dean picks up a foul as they'll try and get to the bonus here. 1 more will put Verona at the line with 40 seconds to go.
Briggs came in averaging 28.6. Guess how many she's got tonight?
What's she up to?
28.
Nicely done.
14 and 14.
Players going on to do big things at the next level. Taylor Stremlow, Tegan Mulaney, both heading to the University of Iowa. Reagan Briggs, St. Cloud State. We didn't get to talk too much about Haley Testelin. Here she is taking the 3, no good. She'll be headed to Cornell College in Iowa next year at the Division III level. 3-point shot good for Bryn Kirch. 65-52 with 15 seconds left. Stremlow crosses midcourt, passes to Briggs, and a fitting end. Stremlow to Briggs, who lays it up to close it out. 5 seconds. Testelin, 1 for good measure.
Yes.
It goes in. The buzzer sounds, and a signature win for the 4th-ranked Verona Wildcats on the road over number 3 McFarland, 67-55, your final score tonight.
Outstanding performances. Briggs, again, she doesn't have to take a backseat to anybody. You don't worry about Stremlow. She was just the silent assassin tonight. 6 threes. She ends up with 30 points. Game high honors go to Mulaney of McFarland with 32. And then you got Taylor Stremlow adding 17. But some other good players. I like Ellis ended up with 9 for Verona. Ella Gorlaski, Zalski rather, played very well. And so did I like Jersa and Bosley, younger players. Going to be have to build around them next year to have players like Briggs and Stremlow leaders and Ellis that you need that. You got coaching, but when you got players on the court, the other thing is when your best players are your hardest workers. How many times did Taylor Stremlow go down for loose balls?
Every time.
She was there every time.
Your final haul brought to you by Stoughton Trailers. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities. Stoughton Trailers is an exciting place to grow your career. Join the collaboration, innovation, and dynamic team atmosphere at Stoughton Trailers, with positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. On behalf of Stoughton Trailers, best of luck to the participants in today's game and the teams throughout the area. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity. Dennis, once more, let's get the final haul on the point totals for some of the superstars on display tonight.
The leading scorer tonight, Tegan Mulaney, 32 points for McFarland. Only 1 in double figures for the Spartans. We had 30 for Reagan Briggs, including 6 threes.
Only 30.
Only 34 in the first half. 14 in the first half, 16 in the second. Taylor Strimlow was 17. She had 13, but she had 3 straight assists for layups in the second half there for Briggs. You could see her floor game is just incredible how far she's come. And to think she's going to be a 1,000-point scorer, not quite there yet, but she lost her whole sophomore year to a foot injury. And she had a great second-team all-conference as a freshman, really made the jump last year. And now you can see while she's going to Iowa. And then Teagan, basically, she had to take her team on her shoulders tonight. There were just some mismatches. They had nobody to match up with Briggs. It was just, Teagan and Dean, it was just one of those nights where Verona came in and said, we want this one. And they took it.
There is no doubt that these two teams hope to be some of the last ones standing in March at the Resch Center.
You only get better by playing good teams. You don't get better by playing bunnies or these 30, Verona's had 4 blowout games, massively blowout games. This is the kind of game that's going to make them better.
Verona improves, to 8-0 on the season. They remain 6-0 in Big 8 conference play. McFarland falls to 5-1 on the season. They remain 4-0 in Badger Small conference play. Conference games, of course, coming up for both of these teams as they get back into the conference portion of the schedule.
Defending conference champs, well, unfortunately, McFarland's not going to defend the Rock Valley, and they're not there anymore after winning it the last 2 years. They got a shot, I think, at the Badger Small, definitely.
A fun night to debut Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania for the 2023-24 basketball season. Partner, it was a pleasure to be alongside you. Primetime Wollersheim on the video stream. We thank everyone joining us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Once again, our final score here tonight, 67-55. Verona defeats McFarland in a star-studded Saturday night showdown at McFarland High School. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles, and the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. We'll see you next week at the 608 basketball tournament at Madison College. Semifinals Friday night. Consolation championship and 2 showcase games for boys basketball all day Saturday. Don't miss it.
6 games in 2 days.
100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining us tonight. McFarland and Verona, the Hawkeyes, did not disappoint. Future Iowa recruits, or commits, Teagan Mullaney and Taylor Strimlow putting on a show. Verona wins it 67-55. Thanks for joining us. This has been Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.